guys. Another early morning. A little chilly this morning. I don't know where that paper came from. Get the car warmed up. This morning, we're gonna continue on over at Juniper Springs. We got the lot cleared. We got everything pretty much prepped to start digging. We got our final set of plans last night, late, 5:30 last night. So we got the jackhammer up there. We're gonna be digging footing into Bedrock. So we gotta hammer it out. I'm gonna hammer it and scoop it out with the excavator. You can see the aftermath of the big November storm we had. And we've got another one coming. Starting tomorrow, actually. It's gonna be a 4-day system. And it looks like it could get up there to a foot or more over the 4-day period. So we definitely will probably be going out. And we got the P-Wags here from Luke over at P-Wag Traction. These are going down to the shop today. And we will be, probably not today, we won't be putting them on, but I'm gonna say Thursday. That'll be a day where we might be getting enough snow to kind of screw up the day. So we'll probably get them on those 3 machines there and then run down to Crowley and put the other set on the other one down in Crowley. And that way we're all P-wagged up with our chains. We've got some windows to get up with the crane over at Laverne. Some big ones that are too big to get up through the house. They won't fit through the house, so we gotta lift them over the back of the house with the crane. We didn't get them up there in time. We would have, no matter what, we'd have probably had to have the crane because there's no forklift access to the back of the house anyways. So we got the crane up there, and we'll go check that out. Crane's up there ready to go. And yeah, we're just gonna have a day here. Hopefully everybody's firing on all cylinders. We've got the metal building, almost got all the paneling up. Start the roof hopefully this afternoon. And we're really pushing to get that roof done before this storm, so that guy can have a shelter from the storm. And everybody's getting their coffee in them right now, getting fired up, and we're gonna get out there and see what's going on. 12 degrees. A little chilly this morning. So we got the crane here. We got to get all the windows out of here and get them up top. So we're gonna do that here as soon as the sun kind of comes out. Got the forklift dug out. We'll have to might have to walk those up towards the crane, but I think the crane might be able to reach. So we'll get those up today. We're gonna continue with siding. We got to get that window up above in, and we're getting close here with everything. We've got this wall to do and the side wall to do with siding, and we're pretty much done. So we've got the bottom is all done, and yeah, we'll be hopefully the roofer gets over and does his thing, and we'll be pretty much dried in. I think we're gonna make it before the end of December with everything dried in, and then we're kind of done. There's not a whole lot more for us to do on this project. Real quick and take a look over the bluff for you guys. Beautiful morning, clear skies, no wind to speak of. So it's the calm before the storm. Tomorrow that storm's supposed to start rolling in late tomorrow. You can see down here at Crowley, you got the little bit of a fog layer over the water down there. And here's Mammoth. Tuesday morning. Not sure what the date is today. I gotta double check. I don't want to say it. Pulling here to Distant real quick. Owen got started on this yesterday, and we're gonna try and dig the footing complete today. So I'll see where he got with this. Looks like he got the asphalt out. So we got this cut. Now we got 3 piers, 1, 2, 3 right here. And so those are going to be 3 foot deep with a 2 foot grade beam tying everything together all the way through. So what we'll do is we'll dig this down 2 feet all the way across, and then we'll punch down 24 by 24 for the holes. So we'll get that today, and then we're going to get some rebar over here. And the steel columns go embedded into the concrete, so we're going to set templates and pour just the bottom part with the anchor bolts first, and we'll let that set up and lock in, and then we'll come back and we'll stand our columns and run the rest of our rebar and pour the top. So we'll probably just end up hand mixing in some bags and wheelbarrows for the 3 bottoms, because it's going to be about, I'm imagining about 4 bags per hole. There's 3 holes, so we're looking at 12 bags. So that won't be too bad, just to pour that with some regular concrete mix. And that stuff in the bag's like 4,000 PSI, so it'll be just fine. We'll get the anchor bolts locked in, and bring the steel columns, stand them up, and then we'll pour the rest. Once we do that, we'll pretty much be done. Probably going to go ahead and pour the whole thing back with concrete instead of asphalt patch. So it's going to take a little bit more concrete, but eventually, if he ends up wanting to do a little storage area underneath this platform, we'll have a little concrete pad for him to do that with. So that's the plan. Right now we're going to pull into Industrial Park. Let's see how our boys are doing on the siding of this building. Insulation, siding, roof panels. Suck that one up too tight, it looks like. A little bit tight on that. But overall it looks good. I don't like that one seam there though. I don't know what happened there. Well, looks pretty good. Definitely got to have a talk with them about their screws. They're sucking them up way too tight, and they weren't doing that on the back 3 sides, and they started doing it on the front of the building, which is it's kind of maddening, because that's the first thing you see when you drive up. I mean, if you were gonna figure that out, you'd have figured it out on the back. But I'm gonna come back when they get here and talk to them a little bit about it. And we might back some of those out just a little because they have a rubber grommet on the screw too. And you don't really want to be smashing that grommet. You just want to get it snug. I mean, you don't need to run it down in there. And that's what they've been doing on the front. And you can see it from a mile away. So we're gonna have to see if I can probably back some of those out and replace those screws, the ones that are smashed. Because once you smash that gasket, you pretty much ruined it. So then that screw, eventually, it doesn't do it right away, but eventually it's gonna start allowing water in, and we definitely don't want that. So nobody's here at the shop yet. We're gonna go inside. We brought our jackhammer up yesterday and gave a test run with it here. It looks like, oh, it's still on. Okay. Yeah, so that's that new one that I got. According to Mike, it works really good. It's got that chisel tip on it. So we're taking that up to the grading job, to the foundation job, and we're gonna chisel out the footings because we're in Bedrock. Not the whole thing, just the back side right up against the wall is pretty much, we're into the Bedrock already. So we've got some chipping to do to get down to bottom of footing, which that thing's gonna be setting good. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. These guys are making panels and columns. These are the base plates for distant brewing that we just looked at. So those are gonna go on some steel tubing like that. And then we got some buckets that are going on top. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take these templates here, and those are going to Owen. And that's how we're gonna do the embedment with the anchor bolt. We're gonna set those 3 templates across the 3 holes and kind of hang them there with some stakes. And we'll set the anchor bolt. We'll pour all the way up to the bottom of the template. We'll let that dry. Then we'll pull those and we'll come back with our steel column and we'll mount it. These are the tires I got yesterday for the Dodge, because I've been driving that Dodge around a little bit and I don't like the tires that are on it in the ice. They do not do well. In fact, my Tahoe with my street tires is way safer to drive in the ice than that. So I got those tires. We're gonna put them on, get them put on this week, and hopefully they do a lot better on the truck. I believe this is a panel here for seasons 4. It's got to get put in. We've got a blower that we lost. We lost a keyway right there. That keyway right there, it's sheared. So we got to get that put back together, which the part's supposed to come in today or something. I don't know. Should have been in already. We were supposed to have ordered those a long time ago. I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, just doing our morning routine. Kind of got to shake the rust off every morning when it's this cold. It's nobody wants to get moving until the sun gets out. So we usually don't start till around 8 during this time. Right, Bud? Well, Bud starts with me at about 4:30. But we like to sit around and sip our coffee and hang around the house in the morning and get your thoughts cleared before you get out here. think about what you're gonna do for the day. It really helps because there's so much going on all the time, and it's always different things. If you don't kind of get a mental plan for it in the morning, you're just kind of running around you're already running around scattered, but it makes it a lot worse if you don't kind of do this in the morning and then get everything in your head, and then you just know how to keep things pushing throughout the day, stay efficient as you can with this weather the way it is. Oh, there's the guys. I'm gonna go back and talk to them right now. Okay, well, they got here. I was able to explain to them, so we're gonna pull some of those screws and replace them and try to get the pressure off the panel so much, because they got them running just a little too deep. Now we're gonna go up to Juniper and start looking at this layout. Okay, Owen's over here getting this down to depth very carefully. That's too far over. Hey, you're too far over. You're too far over. It's pretty far. Okay, so I just took this thing in there. Would have been nice to have some video of it. This is solid bedrock right in here. So I'm popping it, I'm having to pop it, and he's peeling it back. I think we got it pretty much squared off about where we want it. So I'm gonna work on the bottom a little bit more. Once he pulls all the loose stuff out, that's like solid rock. So I get in there and poke it and pop it and break it, and then he's able to pull it out. out, and it's just solid. It's not frozen either, just solid rock. So these footings will all be in solid rock pretty much. Okay, back over at Distant. We just had to load that in the back of the truck. Need a filmer so I can get these fun things on camera. That was kind of interesting loading that with the lumber rack in the way. This is all dug now. So there's the footing, which is massive. Now we're gonna set up our templates, hang them, 3 of them, and then we'll pour those 3 templates, let them dry, and then we'll stand up our steel columns, level those all up, and we'll be ready to basically frame. That's a big window there.
Okay, it's all in your hands now. You got eyes on it? Okay.
Now we got to go around to the back of the house. We cannot drop this window. It's probably about, ooh, stay out of the trees. Okay, he's swinging her around. Okay, we got the last 2 heavy ones going up. And the rest we're gonna do by hand. Be able to get it. All right, so we decided to come out in the Ranger. We thought we were gonna come out in the Ranger. And the snow is a little deeper than what we thought. There's Owen coming to the rescue. Come on with it. It's not gonna reach all the way here. Huh?
Really?
There's no way that thing's gonna reach this far. All right. So we screwed the pooch on this one. He got it wound around. All right. I think that's enough slack to probably actually get to it. All right, stop right there. So they're winding up the cable, and Owen came and saved us from that. We thought we could get through it. I didn't think it was that deep.